What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, we've been talking about this rash of unchanneled violence at fast food restaurants. I got another story out of one of my favorite places, Memphis, Tennessee. Shout out Memphis. And this right here occurred this past Saturday and just now making the news. This story right here is about a female Juggernaut employee. Let's keep it real. 17-year-old girl, supposedly, got into it with the manager after her and a customer got into it, and she and another employee got into it in the store, tearing the store up. She pulled a knife on the manager, who tried to stop her. Another employee took the knife from the girl. The girl gets on the phone, calls her people, namely her Juggernaut mom, claiming everybody jumped her in the store. And you can guess what happened after that. I told you before, Juggernaut real, Juggernaut dangerous. And this 17-year-old girl and a corny ass mom is no different. Species name. It's been a while since we did this. Before I show you the video, we gotta say it now. Juggernautus, fuck this jobbers. The worst kind. If it's beef near the chicken, you'll get an ass whipping. Get a load of this story. Lord have mercy.
Tonight, Memphis police say what started as a fight between employees at a Bojangles fast food restaurant in northeast Memphis escalated into a violent situation with a knife, a gun, and one person getting hit in the face with a rod. Police were called to the restaurant along Witten Road at Hillshire Circle Saturday night. According to witnesses, two employees got into an argument. It then turned into a physical fight, the fight escalating with one employee grabbing a knife. Now, police say that employee made a phone call, and then more suspects showed up there to the scene. An unknown woman hit one of the victims with a large black rod. Another suspect hit the victim in the face with a gun. It's unclear so far if anyone has been arrested.
They jumped him. They held him down. The mom pointed a gun at the other team members, saying if they jumped in.
New at 9, a fast food manager says that he was brutally attacked by his own employee after an argument escalated over the weekend. Happened Saturday night at Bojangles on Witten Road near Hillshire Circle in Bartlett. Now, part of this violent encounter was caught on camera. Tonight, we learned 40-year-old April Smith and her 17-year-old daughter are both charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault. Fox 13 Sierra Jordan sits down with that manager. This is a story that you will only see right here on Fox 13.
A 19-year-old shift manager is recovering after he was assaulted right here at Bojangles by his own team member and her family. Now, he told me he was just trying to do the right thing, but that situation turned violent.
It was frightening after I got that call. You know, my son is screaming, "Mama, help me, help me."
What started off as a joke quickly escalated into a violent attack Saturday evening at Bojangles on Hillshire Circle. A 19-year-old Bojangles shift manager and his mother, who asked to remain anonymous, tell Fox 13 it all unfolded around 9 p.m. while closing the lobby. Police say a customer made a comment that angered a 17-year-old employee, and when another worker laughed, a fight broke out between them.
I was just trying to work the rest of my shift. I had 3 hours left.
The manager explains he tried to break it up, but the 17-year-old employee began pulling his hair and vandalizing the restaurant. These pictures show the damage inside the restaurant. Surveillance video then shows her holding a knife, which police say she held up the knife in a threatening manner toward the manager.
She said that she was going to kill him. Another team member had to get the knife out of her hand.
Police say the 17-year-old suspect made a call to her mother for help.
Me and the employee that I separated the fight between the first time, she said that we jumped her. That's all I'm surprised about. Like, she called back and just screamed that we jumped her so angrily while crying.
That was not the case. The manager explains he was trying to de-escalate the fight. Moments later, police say 40-year-old April Smith, the 17-year-old employee's mother, showed up with a male and female suspect.
They jumped him. They held him down. The mom pointed a gun at the other team members, saying if they jumped in, that she would shoot him. And on the video, it shows one of the male suspects pistol whipping him.
Surveillance video then shows Smith hitting another 17-year-old employee with a metal rod. The manager says he hid behind a dumpster until his mom arrived. He says he needed 20 stitches near his eye and suffered other injuries.
I'm honestly glad that the hits I did take didn't take my life. I'm glad to still be here.
I reached out to Memphis police for an update on this investigation. They told me a 17-year-old Bojangles employee is charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault, and they are still searching for a male suspect. Anyone with information can reach out to Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH.
All right, guys, you've seen that bullshit. And a lot of us wonder where they get it from, this violence. I'm going to point out one thing. First thing is this. Do you notice they had the manager outside? He got his hands up, and that's a dude. He got his hands up. The girl's in his face. He's trying to resolve the conflict. Mom standing back there, fat ass, hands on the hips, encouraging her daughter to fight a grown man. Encouraging her daughter to fight a grown man while having a simp with her that had a gun to make sure nobody could really fight back fairly. There are some people that don't want to resolve conflicts. There are some people that don't even think before they act, especially when it's around their children. There are some people that are parents and just deal with the word. They're not really real parents. People came up there. That girl swinging on that man. And they standing there like, you better not do nothing. Then they said they held him down. Then the guy beat him with the gun. After already humiliating after the daughter supposedly lied. Then you see the white girl coming out there. I don't know why she even got involved in ninja business. She come out there and almost get her head knocked off. How the Juggernaut mister is beyond me, because the Juggernaut always make their mark when they swing. She swung that bat or whatever it was. She covered up like this, didn't even move out the way, and a bat went on the side of her. How did you miss? Sometimes it be like that though. But anyway, this is crazy shit. It's a job. If you feel as though your daughter was treated unfairly or something happened, you should come up there with the police. But they never do that. Everybody take the law into their own hands, right? And then come up there with a dude like he's law and order. We just seen a video the other day that I showed where a manager shot a guy that a girl called up there and killed him in the parking lot. It could have ended badly. Now, what if that guy had his own gun, which he shouldn't have, but had his own gun, and all of that beating on him, giving me 20 stitches in his face, and he said, you know what? I'm done with this. And he laid all 3 of them down. Then he'd be locked up, and he'd be the bad guy. There are some people out here right now, ladies and gentlemen, that will not stop no matter what. I've seen situations, I've been in situations where somebody went and got somebody on me. And I try to explain what happened. And before I can even answer, or I talked and said what is true, and it came out to be fact, the people still wanted to fight because they was called up there, and we ain't coming up here for nothing, and we don't give a F what you talking about. We come up here and we want the smoke. It's been like that before. There's some people that are beyond complying with or just dealing with, period. That shit is stupid. You gonna jump up there and say people jumped you and they didn't? You pulled a knife out in a restaurant in uniform on the clock. Mom, they identified her. Look at the fucking picture. It's grainy looking because I had to zoom it in, but look at the picture. She don't look loving. She don't look feminine. She don't look nothing. Look like she just ready for beef, ready for war. But that's what you get when you deal with the Juggernaut female. They come up there and hurt people, ain't got shit to do with it because they mad. Just because. It's like they in the house and an alarm, i.e. the cell phone ring, boom, it's go time. They descend like SWAT, like a SWAT team member. And they bring a whole bunch of people with them willing to do the damn work. And a whole bunch of people get in trouble. This is what it is right now. You had your daughter jump in a grown man's face and fight him. What kind of teaching is that? You're seeing a radical shift in gender equality nowadays. And a lot of times, you don't want to see women get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it real. But shit like this, sometimes as a man, you could say, you know what? I can see how you got your ass bust. Because you don't run and jump up in no man's face. It's just like a guy trying to match a woman's emotions. You will lose every time. If they didn't have that gun there, I'm more than sure it would have took a different turn. Because a woman with a bat ain't scaring nobody. Especially a fat woman that can't even hit a little girl with her hands like this in a stationary position. Get out of here. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Juggernaut is real. Juggernaut is out there. And Juggernaut just don't give a shit. And you seen it today. See you in the next video. Take care.